Hello everyone. So today let us do something very simple and basic. And I was actually looking at the tickets that I received. So yes, I do have a service desk where people reach out to me if they need help. And someone was actually using my script to generate thumbnails. So I basically use a script to generate my thumbnails, and it has been working wonderfully well for me. And then I got this ticket from that user about not being able to pass more than 10 arguments in the shell script, because the shell script that I have, I believe, on my website, I think it has like 7 arguments, but recently I also modified it and I also added few more arguments. But if you want to basically ever write a shell script where you need to take more than 10 arguments or parameters from the user, you can, and it is very simple. So let us take a look at this script. So if you look at this script, I'll probably just go to the directory where this script is, and if you look at the script and if I run this, it is basically doing nothing and it is simply displaying the arguments that the user will pass. So basically I have like $1, $2, $3 and so on. So basically if I pass in here 1, it will give me 1. If I pass in here hello and one more argument word, it will give me the output basically. So instead of passing string or basically multiple arguments, let me just keep it very simple. Let me just type in here 1, 2, 3. It will pass 1, 2, 3, and maybe you want to change the order. Maybe you want to have 3 first and then 1. You can do that. Why not? So you can see here 3, 2, 1. Of course, not really too complicated, but come on. I'm trying to undo. Okay. So I have this very simple script. So let us say you want to pass in 4, 5, or maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, and it will work. What if you want to pass 10 or maybe 11? The script will not do anything. Now, if you're a new user, if you are new to shell scripting, or maybe in case you don't really do a lot of shell scripting, maybe you have never really done it before. So you might be doing something like this, right? And maybe 11. Why not? I mean, to be honest, it can happen. You can have a script that will have multiple arguments. Why not? Because it works. And if you now try to run this, okay, so right now it is working fine. And let us say you want to do something like this. So on the same line, you want to pass in 12th argument. Come on, it is now working perfectly for some reason. Okay, let me just make all of it in one line, because this will, by doing this, I will be able to explain what I'm trying to show you. Basically, if you have somewhere in your script where you're trying to accept the 10th parameter or 11th parameter, then you might encounter issues. So let us see. Okay, so this is fine. So we have in this script, of course, 12 arguments, and if we now try to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and okay, parameters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the script is not really doing, although I'm passing here only 10 arguments, but it is returning 12. And although I basically showed you everything in one line just to double check, but if you ever have to take more than 10 arguments, you just need to ensure that your arguments are enclosed in these curly braces, right? So let us see. So now it is working for 10 arguments. If I pass 11 and 12, and if I also pass here 13, okay, 13 will not really work. Let us try with $13 and let us see what happens. So okay, it actually displays whatever you have. Maybe you want to pass in here any. It's not really an argument. It's basically displaying 13 as it is. So you basically need to have curly braces here, and if you now try to run it, now it will display it perfectly. So not really. I mean, it can be a bit confusing when you're trying to do it for the very first time. Okay, come on, parameters. All right. So basically, simple answer is that if you are trying to capture these arguments in your script, make sure that you're doing curly braces for more than 10 items. And I use a script which basically to generate my thumbnails where I do have a lot of arguments. Let me just show you. That particular script. And if you look at this particular script, I do have like, so this is my script here. And basically, I mean, this is basically a script which I run. But for more than 10 arguments, I simply use curly braces and it works perfectly fine. And that is it. I know, a simple video, but it might be useful. It might be something that you are struggling with. But of course, you can search on Google. You will definitely find answers on Google. But I thought I'll also show you how it works. All right, that is it. That is it for today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.